When I first told people I wanted to make a film about a hash club, they reminded me that marijuana was illegal in New Zealand. Well, this isn't the story of a marijuana club, but rather the tale of a self-proclaimed drinking club with a running problem. Hash House Harriers began 70 years ago and has spread to almost every country in the world. People even hash in Antarctica. My dad had been hashing for a few years, so I decided to tag along, in spite of my ridiculous running style, and explore the oxymoronic concept of fun running. The people were great, despite having the most bizarre nicknames. I spoke to one of the newer hashers, a video gaming grandmother from West Auckland, Week.
Tell me about the nose.
I started about 8 or 9 years ago. I came into it a bit late, but I came into it because I was on my own at the time, recently separated, and my sister and her husband had been hashing in Cyprus and the UK for years. And I remember them telling me about hash and saying that they put chalk and flour down and everybody runs around following it. And I thought, what a silly thing to do. And they came over and they said we should take Week hashing one night. And I said, oh no, I don't think I'll do that. And they said, no, it'll be fun. So I went along and had the time of my life.
Hashing seemed like returning to the age of 5, running around and not giving a damn who saw you doing what. Hard to put explain to me a little of the appeal of hashing.
It sort of becomes part of your life, you know, just go out every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday is different, and just the way it works as a different person sets the run each week, so there's a real variety of places and terrain you're going. And also summer to winter's a real change as well. It's quite different getting out in the wet and the dark with a torch. Hash crosses all boundaries. People come from everywhere. It becomes sort of a close-knit, you know, you're a real close group of friends as well.
When he said people come from all over, he meant it. Apparently Bill Clinton was a hasher, and hash had included one of the greatest All Black legends. I was lucky enough to get the chance to bring back Buck.
How did I get involved in hashing? I suppose I first hashed back in the, in the mid-80s. I started hashing when I was on the ships, in the Navy ships, and wherever we used to go into different ports, we used to hash all the time. Yeah, I have a hash name, and I'm called Topolino. They call me Topolino. I don't know why. We went to Rome. There was we got seconded into the hash there. My wife and my kids, and they all hashed. And the places we went to, into some of the ruins that the average Joe Bloggs does not see. You know, the tourist doesn't see. So we were running through ruins that were in the mountains, and you know, there were tracks through these ruins, and you could see them. You stopped. You had your breaks in these ruins, and so it was another way of doing a historical tour. But you've done it by foot and running around. It's a great way of keeping a group of mates together and enjoying each other's company. Yeah, so it was very good.
After the run, we all ended up back home for a feed and a few drinks. It's amazing how group running can make you friends in the space of a short few hours.
I think one thing when you're with hash, though, you find you'll be running around in some strange place with a couple of strange guys, and you never ever worry about being afraid, or you know that you'll be taken care of, sort of thing. Even if they can't stand your guts, you know, they'll still make sure you get to the other end all right, which is really good.
Along that lines, hash is like a big family. You know, everybody looks after everybody.
However, unlike any family I'd ever heard of, any wrongdoing was punished with a song and a drink.
Got him. The retard had an 8-pound melon head. He was 5'3" and he said to me, "Hello, my name's Joe Dicey. Be now.
Hashing was proving to be very rewarding, although at times the running was hard work.
It's difficult because on a Tuesday comes around and you think, oh, I've had a hard day at work, maybe I don't want to go to hash tonight. So you and ah, but you're carpooling with somebody, so you end up going and you think, oh, I don't know whether I want to do this. But by the end of the evening, you've had such a good time, you think, thank goodness I went tonight. I've really enjoyed it.
It turned out my dad was actually the Grand Master of an all-men's hash, the Veterans. I managed to persuade him to invite Norwest, our mixed club, to come along to the AGM, typically a rather questionable all-male affair. Auckland Hash House Harriers were to come along as well. They were another men's-only club. It was going to be an interesting night. I was never going to get away with filming a hash AGM, and Auckland Grandmaster Cumquick was quick to call me out on it, in the guise of a gift.
Committee members was going through his drawers, or her drawers, or some drawers, and he found an authentic, original, one-off hash T-shirt. You're going to get your gear off to put the T-shirt on. Oh, 6 layers later. One layer. Oh, that one layer. We'll stop at one layer. You're editing this, so don't worry about it.
My decision wasn't easy, but then I remembered what Week had told me about what she has gained from hash.
Confidence to go out and be myself. I've never done that before. I didn't do that before I got introduced to hash. As I say, I was a little shadow behind people and wouldn't say boo to a goose. So it's given me a lot of confidence and I suppose well-being really, because I feel confidence. I feel good about myself, and you know, it has changed me for the better, hopefully.
Well, I wasn't going to wuss out. Hash is more than a running club, and more than a drinking club. It's a group that becomes your closest friends and family. A club that instills a self-belief that lets you do things you'd otherwise not dare to do. And I'm not just talking about the ability to disrobe in public, but also just to be yourself and have fun.
You're the only one. You're the only one. Come on.